Good evening and salutations, my Days of Our Lives fans. So we find out the big secret about old Jakey Jake. And I'm going to be honest, I felt like in a lot of ways that was a cop-out. What wound up happening today. So, he tells his story about how he was sitting there roughing somebody up with some other guy. And the other guy took it too far. And he tried to pull him off. But, he couldn't do it in time. It was too late. And I'm like, here's the thing. I felt like if he would have went too far, like he would have beat him to death, then it would have been very questionable to be like, well, why would, Gabby still be with this guy? But here's the thing. This happened before Gabby knew, before they got together. So I felt like in a lot of ways where it's like, I felt like that would have been better. That would have been better. Because, then they would actually have something else to really hurt her over. Like, was she really gonna... Why is this so loud for her? Was she still would have wanted to be with him, knowing what he did, knowing that he went too far? Could she sit there and trust the man who stands before him now? Or would she sit there and be like, nah, I can't do it? But instead, no, we gotta sit there and have him have some sort of redeeming quality. No, I was the good guy in this whole thing, I tried to stop him, Okay, sure. So, Gabby sits there and tells her story about this POS of a guy who did something to her that I'm not gonna sit there and say, but if you've been watching for a while, you've been a Gabby fan, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Gabby thought she took care of him by hitting him with a rock, and that should have been the end, but of course it wasn't, and he pretty much got back up like the damn zombie at that point, and they handled him. So, and then after giving her a whole bunch of compliments, he's like, yo, listen, we have to sit there and find another way, because you're not going to sit there and sell your company. Because Gabby was already prepared to sit there and sell her company to Philip, but now they're going to sit there and try to turn the tables on Philip, which, honestly, at this point, I'm like, trying to use Chloe as some sort of gaslighting isn't even going to work anymore. Well, honestly, it's not that it's not going to work, it's just like, Philip already managed to screw that up. He sees Brady and Chloe hugging. He goes back to the house. Dude just takes like damn near the whole glass of scotch and just drinks it. At this point, he calls up one of his gardeners and he's like, "Alright, so I need to change to it. Yeah, I don't pay you to ask questions. I need to change to it now." And then he thinks back to when he chopped it down the first time. And I guess a chainsaw would be a lot more easier and it might actually be kind of fun. Not that I'm sitting there endorsing just using a chainsaw without any proper, safety or anything like that, but I'm pretty sure it'll just be a lot easier for him to use. So he's about to go straight to that place, and he sees Chloe. And he makes a complete and utter ass out of himself. It's one of those things where it's like, Chloe, goodness. Sad thing is that I was rooting for Philip. I really was. I was rooting for Philip, and in one foul swoop, he finds a way to just screw it all up. He accuses her. "Oh, you're sleeping together. Did you do it on a what you call it?" And she's like, "Yo, listen, his daughter was there. What are you talking about? He asked me to go, and he accepted me for for just being friends and accepted your your relationship and felt like you changed, but clearly." We are right back down to square one at that point. And, Philip once again is like, "Oh, well, I'm not going to sit there and, he was like, "No, it's not that I don't trust you, it's just," and then she's like, "Yeah, you don't trust Brady. Yeah, we got it. Like, we all got it. The audience got it. Everyone got it." And at this point, she's yelling. Maggie walks into the room. Maggie's like, what are y'all doing? And, Chloe's like, yep, your son is there trying to destroy our relationship. Walks off. Maggie says something, and, Philip, like the brainchild that he is all like, yeah, I'm going to sit there and make sure that I don't lose her to Brady again. I'm like, she literally... Did you not hear anything that she just said? It just went in one ear and out the other. I don't really understand why you're with this person at this point. He heard nothing what Chloe said, even as far as to sit there and say, hey, listen, he understands the word thing, and he accepted that, and he felt like, you are on, your change, the hug was a friendly hug. Nope, nothing, not a damn thing. Ben calls up Marlena to sit there and have a session. He gets down there, Marlena's there, and he practically is like, yep, I'm not doing it. I'm not going to sit there and I'm not going to bring a child into this world. This way this child can sit there and do harm, and, because of the genes that I gave this child. So he's like, yo, I'm not doing it. It's just not going to happen. Now, I found it kind of funny in a couple of different ways, because it's like, bro, did you really tell her, like, it's one of those things where it's like, first of all, you didn't really sit there and tell her that it was definitely not going to be a idea for y'all to actually have a baby. So that's number one. And honestly, to tell you the truth, he felt like that from jump. He felt like that the minute he told her that, he's not sure about having a baby. He already know. He made up his mind. He already made up his mind. They're trying to talk to Marlena and talking to her more. Didn't really change that. Two, Sierra already said that, she's fine with adopting, and he seemed like he was fine too. So, not having a baby or having a baby doesn't really matter, because she's cool with you adopting if you are, dead set on not having a child, But before he leaves, the possession comes out, and, he's all like, you got to sit there and find a way to convince them to have a child. And I'm like, what? Is this like Rosemary's Baby or something? Like, what am I, what am I watching at this point? Oh man. And John wasn't, too crazy about her going into work, but, Marlena's in the driver's seat right now. Marlena's like, hey, listen, I can't, I can't help Doug, but I can sit there and try to help Ben. Now, at some point when she leaves, Brady comes over, and Brady's like, this is messed up with the whole Doug thing and everything like that. And, there was a couple of times that John was like, well, Doug said that she was trying to kill him. And Doug was like, she's the one that hit him with the pan, which, again, such a funny scene. I think I'm actually going to try to look it up on YouTube. At first, the way he was sitting there talking to Brady, it almost seemed like he had doubt, like, maybe Doug might be onto something. But he just kind of excused it all and was just like, no, I know Marlena went sit there and hit him and blah, 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 blah. So it was like, alright, I guess we're just going to be on this into at least the end of the month, because, it's October, so, Now, all Maggie is sitting there doing, talking to Julie, Maggie talked about Summer, but then he talked about Doug, and, Julie is, like, she's still in disbelief. She's like, it can't be my Doug. Doug didn't do that. And, of course, when Sierra gets there, at one point, one of them is like, so what do you think, that Marlena did it? And she's like, no, but still. And I'm like, alright, so this conversation really is not going anywhere. It's just not going anywhere. All they did was sat there and talked about Doug, and Sean called, and, actually, to tell you the truth, now I'm something to think about it. I didn't see Sean and Bella in a hot minute. But then again, Claire's gone, so in reality, what are they really doing there? it's so weird. I feel like that's about it that I can think of. And I mean, I usually do try to take thorough notes, but like always, I always feel like I'm missing something. So, if I am, please let me know in the comment section below. I want to thank everyone for watching, and I said this on my GH review, but I'm going to sit there and say this on this one. I'm thinking about doing Y&R and Bold and the Beautiful reviews on once a week, like the full recaps, sort of like what DC Soap Sanctuary was doing. I'm going to be doing that with the other two. Because it's weird. It's like I want to know what's going on with Ashlyn and how, you know, how much more Victoria's going to sit there and just keep having a man lie straight to her face. And, you know, you got Bold and the Beautiful and this whole AD thing, and Quint just kind of be like, oh no, you know, I got to sit there and have sex with this, you know, this big buff black guy. Oh, what am I going to do? And I'm kind of want to know what's going to go on with that. But trying to do all four in one day, especially when I've been working a lot more, has been a lot. But at the same time, I want to do it, so I think I just try to do those weekly, as opposed to daily. And try that out and see if that works a little more better. So, with that being said, I think that's about it. If I missed anything, please write it down in the comment section below. I also said I was going to sit there and try to do my reviews for B&B and Y&R tomorrow. I'm going to be in the process of moving tomorrow. I'm going to be hopefully all finished. So things will get back on some sort of normal schedule for, you know, days in GH, and then we'll just, you know, do the stuff, the other two on a weekend, once a week basis. A recap of everything that's, well, the majority of the stuff that's important has happened, you know, once a week, and just do it like that. So, with that being said, I'm gonna go. I want to thank everyone for watching. I know it's been a little kind of crazy with my schedule, and hopefully after this week, after I finish moving in and everything like that, I could just have more of a balance. With that being said, I'm going to go. I want to thank everyone for watching. Be safe. Have a great weekend. And I will see you in the next video.